Welcome back to the Bell Ringers podcast, where we talk all things
sports betting,
and sprinkle a little pop culture here and there. My name is Tyler Press.
and I'm Ryan McDonald. Please, as always, subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/thebellringerspod. Subscribe, like our videos, send them to your friends. Follow us on social media at bellringerspod on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I got a little bit of NFL news today. Not much MLB. It's kind of getting slow before the All-Star break. Some NBA draft and free agency news since that just started up. NHL draft, stick, and then we're doing our NFL best team of the 2000 to 2025.
Right, last 25 years.
Yeah. Bulk of my team is going to be from the last 15, but that's fine. I did kind of realize most of my team was probably from
Now, how much
2010 to 20.
bias of the Eagles did you do?
I think I have 3 or 4 Eagles.
Yeah, I think I might have 4. All linemen too. I don't know about you.
Oh, I have 1 non-lineman.
Oh, I have 1 non-lineman too. Yeah, you're right. So I might have 5.
I think there's
I might have 5.
There's a pretty obvious
Best Eagle of all time.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for the NFL then?
Kind of weird. Dolphins have been rumored that Jalen Ramsey wanted out. They trade him and Jonnu Smith, who I think we were talking about the other day, where we're like, oh, yeah, he stunk, and then it turned out he had a great season.
You said he stunk.
Yeah, well,
I was like, this guy's actually pretty solid tight end.
They traded him and Jalen Ramsey to the Steelers for Minka Fitzpatrick, who started his career.
That's crazy. I feel like I can't remember him not being a Steeler right now.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little weird. Also, I just don't I understand you get Jonnu Smith, but I don't think
the trade-off of Jalen to Minka.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it.
No, I get that. Well, there's a draft pick involved too, right? Did you say that? One of the teams, I think, got a draft pick. But I get what you're saying, though. As far as defensively, I think you're trading down from Minka to Jalen. But, I mean...
Especially when you see the Dolphins just immediately traded for Darren Waller to come out of retirement, too.
Yeah.
It was Darren Waller and...
quick replacement.
It was Darren Waller and a 7th-round pick for a 6th-round pick. Which, granted, he was retired, so it's not like the Giants really were going to be able to ask for much, but...
Who was the Steelers tight end last year?
I think it's been Pat Freiermuth.
Freiermuth. Oh my God, yeah, Freiermuth is a solid.
That's what I mean. Jonnu Smith is good, but at the same time, I don't think that is unless Aaron Rodgers is I need a tight end.
Yeah, but
give me a big boy.
I don't know. Freiermuth, pretty decent tight end. Did his job. So
yeah. And they have that. I think it's Parker Washington or something like that. Humongous dude out of Georgia that they drafted, I think, last year.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that. This is a weird trade. It's some big names, but Jalen's near the end of his career, I feel like, and I saw it. I'm like, this is just weird. I didn't wasn't blown away by it.
And I mean, Schefter kind of fucked this. Just everyone, just basically. I think at first he just kind of said "Oh, Steelers acquiring Jalen Ramsey from the Dolphins."
Yeah.
And then it's everyone's all the Steelers fans oh, sick, and it's for Minka Fitzpatrick. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Please no.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want it anymore.
I mean, because Jalen's getting older, and Minka's, I think he's 28.
Yeah.
So it's more just he's still in the prime of his career. I don't
right. That's what yeah.
But at the same time, I guess they're the team that has Aaron Rodgers, so I don't think they're looking too far into the future right now.
Yeah, that's fair. But even so, is Jalen that big of an improvement from Minka? If you want
no, I think he's
take age.
I think he's not.
So it's not even it's more of a go all in right now, getting in the older guy, because you're still not gaining too much value for this year by getting rid of Minka. Yeah,
unless for some reason they thought that Minka wasn't fitting in with the locker room. Because I mean, remember the T.J. Watt last year, the comment where no one on the defense seems to be paying attention or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe there was some internal issues there where maybe it'd just be better to get a new face in here. But at the same time, I don't know how much Jalen Ramsey's going to be.
You think it could be a contract thing so they can have money to get TJ?
Oh, it could be. I don't know what the contracts are right now.
I feel like they could have paid Minka a big contract, and in order to free up space for TJ, that could have been the move.
Could have been. I don't know exactly what the contracts are looking like right now, but I mean, I got to imagine Jalen's also.
That's our NFL?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Not much going on right now.
MLB, I mean, really all I got to say is Bryce Harper is back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he played one. Yeah, he played one game so far, and I don't even think he got a hit. It's early.
Yeah,
just gotta get him back.
Warm him back into it.
I think we're playing a doubleheader right now. I don't know what the score is, but I know Mick Abel got crushed in the first game today.
Oh, so we lost game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I was at work, didn't watch the whole thing, but I think he gave up 5 runs in 1 2/3 innings.
Next game was supposed to start 2 minutes ago, and it hasn't started yet. So we'll wait on that. But yeah, we lost 6-4 earlier today.
Oh damn! I didn't. At least we got 4 runs back.
Yeah.
I think I saw we were down 6-0, and the Padres had the bases loaded with 1 out. So I'm really surprised. I don't know who. I think it was Taiwan was pitching at that point. So good for him to get out of that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It says it's supposed to start 6:15. So I mean, telling you guys this now will be
Game's
in the
over for you.
well in the past, but
The pitching's been doing pretty well. Most of the starting pitching. Zach Wheeler had a great June. I think he was 4 starts, 1-1. He was like .78 ERA though.
okay.
Bat smart going for him. Rangers been doing pretty well. Still no idea when Nola could possibly come back. I mean, if he pitched like he did in the beginning of the season, no one really wants him back.
Yeah.
But
all right, ready to talk some drafts?
yeah, NBA draft and free agency. So we got VJ Edgecombe.
Yep.
I think we kind of rumored that might have been who we are going to go with.
We didn't get Ash Ketchum.
No, we did not get Ash
Former
Ketchum.
champ.
He actually went undrafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get VJ Edgecombe out of Baylor. Pretty good guard. Kind of shorter, though. I mean, we now have a lot of guards. I don't know. Assuming we might try and go with like a Maxey Grimes, tandem, and then McCain and Edgecombe come off the bench.
Okay.
Which I wouldn't mind. Might be some cool groupings there.
Yeah. Not a big scorer, this VJ Edgecombe. More of a real physical.
Yeah, his
defensive
highlight reels
guard.
are sick.
Yeah.
Just his dunks are sweet.
Yeah, his most of his scoring is going to come from just insane dunks. So
Yeah, just
it's going to be fun to watch.
EMO over everyone.
Yeah. And I saw the NBA relative, or not relative, but like similar player that's been in the NBA that I saw they were relating him to was Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Pretty fair,
yeah.
which I'm not mad about.
Smaller guard that just
It's just a
yams.
freak athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. We
Especially
got two
at the beginning of his career, Russell Westbrook was disgusting.
Yeah, and we have 2 scoring guards already with
Yeah.
Maxey and McCain.
And I mean, even like still, it's nice to have a driving guard.
Yeah.
I know, and then we did lose Yabo though.
We did lose Alba.
That stinks. And then we signed. I don't know. I forget the guy's name, but we signed someone that I think is one of Maxey's friends.
Any basketball experience?
Yeah, no, he plays basketball.
Okay.
But like it was just Maxey was just really excited for some reason.
Okay.
And I was like, that's weird. I'm mad. They might have played in college. I have no idea. But I was like, that's a name. I have no idea who that person is.
Yeah,
And it's like,
Maxey's very excited about
and
this.
it was like he could be an important role player. And I'm like, I don't even know that person's name. I hope he doesn't play that much.
We'll see.
I mean,
He
if
might
he's good,
surprise you.
he's good. I just
Yeah, he might surprise you.
I'm beat surprised from a name I have no idea about. Not Ash Ketchum, but Ace Bailey goes to Utah.
Which I heard that's one of the teams he didn't want to play for.
No, didn't seem that happy. He
No.
did not go on the plane to Utah after the draft with their other first round draft pick.
Oh.
He has landed in Utah though.
Okay.
It was kind of, I think Sentinel put out a nice Photoshop where they had his legs cuffed and they're like, yeah, they brought him here by force.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I don't really remember any other like big surprises in the first, other than, I mean, the Nets keeping all 5 of their first round picks was weird.
Yeah.
It's like your guys, I don't like, kind of just, why don't you just do like the Thunder plan to just trade away some of those and like get more and more picks in the future? Like you're not, it's a point in getting 5 guys right now
In a draft
and just
that isn't exactly loaded. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean-
or at least like combine some and move up. I don't know. It was strange. This Chinese kid, Yang Hansen, was kind of cool. He basically he did not really get like invited to the draft, so he wasn't like at like one of like the tables. He was just there just to experience it. Didn't expect to go in the first round, and he went like 15th or something like
We're
that.
just like eating popcorn, watching the show, and then
No, he was in suit. He was like, but he was in the crowd. Like they showed him like coming out of the crowd and stuff like that. That's
That's
sweet.
pretty crazy.
Cool little experience for him.
Yeah, I want to look that up.
Yeah, it's me. We did also the second round guy. We got Jermaine Broom, or definitely saying the first name wrong, but either way, did kind of go viral for having a terrible vertical jump.
Oh yeah,
He got like nowhere.
I did see that.
Played really well at Auburn though. Really good on the rebounds. Which I mean, if you're telling me his job is just gonna grab all the boards and just like you can do whatever you want. Play hard offense, hard defense. You don't really have to worry about the rebounding as much. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but you'd think somebody that could get all the boards would be somewhat of a vertical.
Yeah,
lead.
no, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe
he's
has
just disgusting at
he has-
boxing out.
he has game vertical jump. He just
Yeah,
when you're in a gym, it's weird.
no, I'm telling you, he's just a boxing out pro enthusiast.
Maybe he's scared of those little like blue and white like little
Yeah,
ticket things so they gotta push
he
away.
just got a manicure. He didn't want to ruffle up his fingers.
Maybe Jared McCain's most valuable polish.
Yeah, he just got his nails painted. Oh God, we don't need 2 of them.
But more of the news, I guess, recently has come from the free agency. The Bucks waived Damian Lillard, and I think they had to pay him all his money, but they're like settling it so it doesn't count all against their cap right now. Weird. And then they signed Miles Turner.
Weird.
Well, it's just, I'd say like it's I don't know. It's
Sorry.
it's like the Bobby Bonilla contract, which I think that Bobby Bonilla day was yesterday. But there was like a bunch of random rumors that like Giannis was not happy at all with it, and then it came out. It's like knew about the Miles Turner signing, was happy about that, but it's kind of wondering if he was pissed off at the team for letting Lillard. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure Dame Lillard like tore his Achilles, so I don't think he would have been playing. Blazers bought out DeAndre Ayton, and I think he just signed with the Lakers. So they get another big man.
Okay.
Duncan Robinson, the highest scoring three-point shooter for the Miami Heat history, signs with the Pistons.
Nice.
Shea gets a big contract, 4 years, $285 million.
MVP contract.
Yep. Brook Lopez goes to the Clippers. Michael Porter Jr. and an unprotected 2032 first-round pick to the Nets for Cam Johnson.
2032 is a crazy.
Yeah, it's that's
just not
that
real.
year's never gonna come.
Yeah, Philly will have a WNBA team by then.
Oh yeah, if it's
Good segue.
yep. Our girl Sophie does not want to go to Cleveland or Detroit though.
What do you mean, our girl Sophie?
Uh,
Sophie Cunningham?
Yeah, well, because like Detroit and Cleveland are also getting expansion teams, and she like in an interview she's like, I don't know, like basically just like I don't know why they chose Cleveland and Detroit. No one wants to go there.
But Philly's like,
well, I don't know. She didn't say anything about Philly, and everyone's like, yeah, good thing she kept Philly out of her mouth.
oh, dude, I would be heartbroken if she was like Philly. I would never want to play for a city like that.
I mean, Cleveland, I kind of get. Cleveland doesn't seem like a fun place to be.
And Detroit just does not have the best reputation overall.
But at the same time, it's like you're in Indiana. I don't think that's a
Safer, and Indiana. I think they do. I mean, I think they care about sports enough.
I'm not
in
saying
Indiana.
not like caring about sports, but I mean Cleveland and Detroit also care about sports.
They do. Yeah. I mean, Detroit. It's not my travel destination spot exactly either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Indiana, I think, could have some pretty shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been.
D'Angelo Russell to the Mavericks. From our Maverick fans, they were pretty happy about this.
Yeah.
They're getting pretty hyped about the season. Obviously, well, they also just got Cooper Flag. So.
Yeah, obviously they got some big moves going around.
Yeah, they're high. Their hopes are pretty high right now.
Unreal.
The Knicks finally got a head coach, Mike Brown, former Kings coach. But yeah, I heard they interviewed Dawn Staley as well, which actually kind of, would have been kind of cool at the same time. I mean, seeing her, but we need to save her for Philly's WNBA team.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got to come. I don't think they've said any name suggestions.
Oh, no, I've seen some.
Well, I've seen some that people put up. I don't know if it was like official.
I saw Liberty Bells, and Bells was spelled
Belle.
Yeah.
I saw one that was just Glory, like old Glory, like the flag, because it was, made by a woman, which I thought was kind of cool. And then it was just like, someone said like just how like the Sixers do like Ben Franklin as like a logo, just make it Betsy Ross, just dribbling the ball, just balling out.
Yeah, that'd be funny. The Betsies.
Yeah, that'd be, interesting. I think Cleveland and Detroit get their teams before we do.
Yeah, we're not getting ours till like 2030.
Yeah.
Which
I think they're doing like I think it's like 2027, 2028, or like 2029 and 2030.
it's gonna be a long 5 years of anticipation, isn't it, Rye?
Pretty much.
Sleepless nights waiting for our WNBA Philly team.
And the Indiana Fever did win the Commissioner's Cup.
Hey.
Which is basically I think it's like the in-season tournament.
Okay. That's cool.
And we lost a soldier that day. Red Panda went down.
Red Panda went down?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She's I'm pretty sure she's Chinese. She does the halftime shows with the she rides like a super high unicycle.
Oh, with the
bowls. Yeah, she fell. I hurt her wrist.
Oh. Is there a video of that? Have you seen it? Yeah,
there is a video of it, yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's sad to see.
Did you smile at all?
No.
You didn't chuckle?
No. It's Red Panda. You don't want to see that happen.
Okay.
She's a legend.
Sure, I'm checking your morality.
Root for Red Panda. It's my favorite halftime entertainer.
That's actually funny because there's a show on Netflix, and it's about a girl taking over, and it's like, you know how shows will do like the LA this instead of the Lakers? Like they make a different team name, and like everyone knows they're talking about the Lakers, but it's like this family line has run the Lakers for so many years, and the brother like that was the I guess owner currently of the Lakers. He ended up being a drug addict, so he passed it instead of passing it to his two other brothers, pass it on to his sister. So his sister's running the team. Well, long story short, they finally have a illegitimate another brother, and he suggests having Red Panda do the halftime show, and it was a big thing. But the cheerleaders all hated him because he kicked the cheerleaders out from doing their halftime show.
Yeah, the Red
A lot of
Panda's way
drama.
better.
Yeah, I mean, the fans enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah.
So
Red Panda, we hope you're get better soon.
speedy recovery.
Yeah. That's about all the NBA I have.
All
if
right.
you want to give us the NHL breakdown.
Let's shift on over to the NHL, which their draft was also over the last week. And Flyers picks, I like them. I do. We had the 6th pick and the 12th pick, I believe.
Once I heard we traded 2 because we had 3 first-round picks, right? And then we traded 2 to move up.
With the 12th pick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I can go through all the picks. First, I'll talk about the Flyers, though. With the 6th pick, we got Porter Martone. He's a right wing. Best weapon currently in the draft that was available, but the guy after him that the Boston Bruins got was a center who was also disgusting, and center is probably the position that the Flyers were in need of the most. They ended up getting one at 12, another center, but
I believe we just signed one too, didn't we? I feel like I saw news that we signed one either yesterday or today.
so not Zegers. Was is Zegers a wing?
I don't know, but it wasn't Zegers. It was,
Okay.
it was a name I did not recognize.
Okay. I think Zegers might be a wing. But so we got Martone. He is disgusting. He's got size, he's got speed. He's going to be an awesome weapon for us, and hopefully we keep him for a long time. I think he will be overall really good for us.
Did we get any defenders? Because I feel like our defense stunk.
I mean, we had 2 picks first round. I didn't look into the second and third
okay.
too much, but I'm sure they grabbed some defenders. We got a right wing and a center in the first round. Like I said, Martone was the most talent at that pick, but the Bruins with their next pick, they got his name, James Higgins, who is a center, is a beast, and at one point was considered. People thought he would be the first pick overall earlier in the season. So that was like the kind of question mark of overall. Porter Martone is a better athlete, but the need, like, Higgins is gonna be a starter, like first string center. Like, it's kind of would have fit the need a little bit more, but
I wonder if maybe they're just like, we're not planning on winning right now, so let's just go for best available.
yeah, and like it was, and that's what like I heard too. Like people were like, when you had the 6th pick, it oftentimes like right wing to center, you get the best person you can get at that point. Now defense is different, but yeah, I talked about Bruins pick. With the 12th pick, they got Jack Nesbitt. Was not projected to go that high in a lot of mock drafts, but they got the center position they like. He's a big dude. They do really like him, so I'm okay with it. We filled in the center need. So back to the overall draft. First pick went to Matthew Schaefer, who is a shooting defenseman, who got a nice slap shot.
They're pretty fun
Apparently,
to watch.
no questions. He is the 100%. I think the second pick was Michael Misa, also no question at all, 100% second pick. Anton Frondel, third pick. He was, if Misa went in the second, it was like second and third. They were kind of like, both these guys could have an argument. Sharks got Misa, and Blackhawks got Frondel. So, both of them got a really nice position.
I forgot the Blackhawks had a high pick. I feel like they just have a high pick every year. They just never get good.
Yeah.
Well, other than the fact that they won like 3 Stanley Cups like 10 years ago.
Right. That would lead to them not getting a good pick overall. But let's see. All right. Now just going through all the picks. I said the first 3. 4 to the new team, the Mammoths. Utah Mammoths got, his name is Caleb, and I wrote it down how to pronounce this. It's Denoyer, I believe it is. Denoyer. It's pronounced like just Denoyers, and I didn't want to mess that up. So I got it right. So he went to the Mammoths. Brady Martin was the 5th pick. He went to the Sabres. 6th pick was us. James Higgins to the Bruins. Jake O'Brien, 8th pick. He's another center. He went to the Kraken. 9th pick, Radim Murtka, another defenseman. He went to the Sabres. Penguins got the 10th pick. They got...
Sabres had 2 in the top 9.
I thought that is... Wait, hold on. I fucked that up then. Those are Predators.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Martin went to the Predators. They have a saber tooth as the Predators logo. That kind of threw me there. Brady Martin went to the Predators. As the Buffalo Sabres then, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's fucking. I don't like how there's another team that has a saber tooth tiger on their logo. That's all me. My bad. 10th pick, Roger McQueen went to the Penguins. 11th pick, Roger McQueen went to the Ducks. 11th pick, Benjamin Kindell went to the Penguins. We got Jack Nesbitt with the 12th. Carter Bear went to the Red Wings.
That's a cool last name.
Carter Bear. That's a dope name in general, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Carter Bear.
But that'd make a sick jersey.
Yeah. Jackson Smith went to the Blue Jackets, and Braden Coots went to the Canucks.
Nice.
So, yeah, that is the first 15 picks. Flyers got the 2. And, yeah, we're very excited about them. We talked about Trevor Zegras last year. I think last week. There's a lot to be excited about, I think, going into the Flyers year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's my Flyers and NHL breakdown. We have the shtick.
Yep, stick episodes 4 through 6. Gotta tell you, don't. Oh yeah, so yeah, spoiler warning for episodes 4 through 6.
Yeah, get
Stick.
out of the way.
Not the biggest fan of Zero.
I didn't like Zero early on. She grew on me a lot.
Like the last episode, like the 6th episode, was much better.
The kids had kind of fallen out of grace
Oh,
with me.
at any of the episode where he got like had that like tantrum and ran away.
Yeah.
Because like I get like he was upset that they lied, but like they didn't lie about anything bad. Like her reason was like, I can't just go on a bus and not work for a summer.
So I talked to Harper about this because he's watching it too. So where I can see the tantrum coming out of this is it has a lot to do with the fact that he lost his virginity recently to her. So he's got a lot of emotions going into this girl.
Yeah.
And then he found out that that whole skit they had where Owen Wilson's character made it seem like he was the one inviting Zero, and he found out none of that was true.
Yeah.
And it's like, how much of this has she been fucking? Is like he been a puppet holder to her?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like it didn't go beyond just the caddy thing.
Yeah, you honestly think your coach paid this girl to fuck you?
Yeah.
Like that makes no sense.
Do you think this guy that was upset that you went to like a quarry and didn't go and practice paid her to like just do random stuff with you and not just for golf purposes?
Yeah. On top of that too, he is your coach and you were refusing to talk to him or listen to him.
Yeah, like
he had to be desperate to get you to to be able to coach you. He found another way to be able to coach you, which was through Zero. You can't be like that, man. Like, you put him in a very difficult spot where, like, he's invested $100,000 into you already, and you are being stubborn and not talking to him. What do you expect this guy? Like, he's gonna find a way to try to still improve you and help you.
And like, just because she worked on a golf course, you really think she had all that like her caddy help was actually real?
She was a bartender at a country club.
For like probably not that long. Like, just because you work there doesn't mean you know golf. Like, if you don't play, you just
bartender.
But it's just like, it should have been obvious that she was getting aided by Bryce.
Yeah, but she did it well. Whereas like she didn't like use golf lingo with it too much.
I mean, there's a couple times she grabbed the club and pulled it out and said, "Use this instead."
Yes, there was that.
Like, if it was more just like, oh, I think you should play it safer here.
Yeah.
But there were 1 or 2 times where like
she grabbed it when he was looking at he was looking at the book and she gave him the club.
Yeah.
That alone would be like, did he not expect he was gonna go into her being the caddy and he wasn't gonna teach her anything at all?
Yeah, well, exactly.
So like you weren't gonna give her any heads up on any of the clubs or anything. Like, your coach is around this girl. He's going to coach her about what clubs to use and how to caddy. So, yeah, again, she grew on me with being like, you know what, like, the kid's a beast. I do want to help him out overall. In the very beginning of their relationship when dude, what the fuck is Owen Wilson's name?
Price.
Fuck me. I'm really struggling, like, have the names coming to my head when we talk about it. When Price is, like, following them to the quarry, and she, like, her whole energy she brings was driving me up a fucking wall. Like, he's like, yo, they were intruding. I was like, dude, like, he made plans with you. And he's like, why are you being so controlling to him?
Oh, I heard super woke stuff is just annoying. Like, which, like, the last episode 6 didn't really have that much in it, so it wasn't as bad.
That's why I liked it.
Well, like it's just annoying when she's like, oh, you eat red meat, like all the methane gas. It's like the real problem with global warming is people burning tires.
Yeah.
Like in like other random stuff. Like I don't think people consuming red meat is the problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's like you're taking a needle in a haystack.
And not to just double down against vegans, but I also saw a farmer say the amount of vermin and stuff that are killed in order to grow soy is even worse than if you were to be eating red meat.
Oh yeah, I mean and also like all the machinery and stuff like that you need.
Just disgusting.
Vegans.
You fucking vegans. So yeah, I watched all 3 of these episodes a couple days ago, but it was sad watching it all blow up though, mostly because it's in the worst time it could ever be blowing up. Like this is his qualifying for the
this
amateurs?
is the U.S. amateur.
Yeah, U.S. amateurs. Okay. Then like once he does this, is it kind of like the same thing where he gets he can then compete in all the amateur tournaments now, or is it like?
Well, this
how
is
does
just like
amateurs
the main
work?
So it's just like the main U.S. amateur like tournament. So like he just he might be able to go and like do like U.S. Open qualifiers and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, I got you.
So,
I didn't know if like the amateurs there's like an amateur U.S. Open. There's like I don't know if like he was like getting a card in order to
not really.
compete
You
all
just really
the
just have the
amateur
U.S.
competition, or
you really
is it
just kind of have the U.S. amateur, but like he might be like like the Masters, like all the majors have like amateurs play in them, so he might be good enough to be one of those players, and then like, he might be able to get on like the Corn Ferry Tour and
but
stuff
you
like
can't
that.
do that unless you win an amateurs championship.
No,
or?
you can. It's just better to win.
Yeah, easier to get in on those.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. It's good that I got you for this golf questions, but
I mean, they are amateurs, so technically they're not supposed to get paid. But I wouldn't be surprised with like kind of all the NIL stuff if there's more likelihood for like if he went to college, because I'm pretty sure he's still got to be in high school, right? I think he's like 17.
Yeah, is he? I don't know if he's in high school. I think he finished high school and then has been working at that market.
Oh.
Is my guess, because we never seen him in school.
It's summer.
It is summer, yeah. I guess.
I mean, maybe
right.
he might have graduated, and this is like the summer after senior year. I'm just thinking like maybe if he's good enough, he could go to college and get like an NIL like deal.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know when this was shot, if the NIL was actually like starting to be a thing or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think if I had to guess, I'd say it's current time.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, I mean, I guess NIL has been around for like 4 or 5 years almost. So I guess it would almost no matter what it would.
See, this is what I'm getting at. The caddy's name.
Zero. Mitts?
Bryce Mitts.
Oh,
Mitts
yeah, we were right. Completely right.
He saw it coming a mile away. Like, that was so predictable. Like, for a second, Holly said something about it being Price and the mom, and then it was, I think, episode 2 where it's like, no, it's 100% going to be Mitts and the mom.
Almost as soon as you saw him complaining about her dogs, he's like, he's going to love those dogs at the end of the trip.
I bet you there's a scene where he's sleeping in the passenger seat with the dogs.
I bet he gives up his bed for her.
Yeah. Oh.
Screw his lumbar system.
She doesn't want to sleep in that bed. She wants to, unless he's in there.
What she did. This already happened. Because remember when they camped on the top of the RV?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess that's true. Where did he sleep in that point?
Him and Price took the bunk beds.
Okay. Overall, though, I still am very much enjoying the show. I'm excited to... I mean, I guess there was a day or so that I didn't have any more episodes to watch, but we are recording this on Wednesday. Episode 7 did drop today. So, next week's episode... Like I said, we said last week that we would do... Like, are we just going to constantly do 1 week behind, or...
I mean, I would just say if we record on Wednesday, we'll do 7 and 8.
Yeah, I say so, too.
Because I think it just could be better to get caught up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd rather get caught up and talk about the episode that just happened.
Yeah. Especially because, like, if our list won't come out until, like, Friday, so then, like, it'll be extra late if we just stay an episode behind.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very happy with the show currently. I think there is 11 episodes, so we...
Oh, that's a weird number, but...
Pretty confident with 11. It was
I'm not doubting you. I didn't look into it at all.
But, yeah, so I'm very happy with it. I'm very curious to episode 7 and if and how he pulls it together after this. Like, I don't know if he just, out of anger, crushes the rest of this tournament. Do you see him losing this?
I don't know where at. It's kind of hard to tell because I don't know where at in the tournament he is.
My guess was
I think it's a multiple day, so actually it might be.
Oh.
I think it is a multiple day thing, so it might not be bad either.
Okay.
I feel like I remember him saying like go out like the first day and kill it or something like that. I could be wrong.
Okay, so I could got a few days. I
could see him like blow up and then they
mend it.
Either mend it or kind of do like you say and like
spitefully crushes. Okay. I kind of didn't have it in my head that it was a multiple day thing, so I kind of was like,
I'm not positive on that, but I thought I remembered him saying something.
yeah, I think you might be right with the go out on the first day and crush it kind of comment. But if that's the case, there is hope that he can turn it back around, because one day this is setting up, like, in my mind, what the scene we left off at was when he found out that Price was paying zero.
Yep.
And he walked off. He stormed away from Price, pretty much saying, I never want to talk to you ever again, with tears running down his eyes. I thought you were a good friend of mine. I never want to speak to you ever again. That's his golf coach, and he's in the front nine. He just finished the front nine of the U.S. Amateurs.
But, like, once again, like, what he did wasn't that bad. He brought along his friend. Like, it's not like she was a fake friend. She just, like, she was like, I need to make money. I can't just go on a summer trip.
Now, didn't pay her to, but got him laid by employing this girl.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not even saying this as a dig.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like, overall, he didn't have to employ this girl.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird and annoying to begin with, but I understood the point of, like, he only listens to her.
Yeah. I mean, Mitt's all-knowing, all-seeing. This is going to blow up.
Yep.
This is not going to go well. I'm the only one that seems to see this is going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see his reaction.
I'd say we have a fat I told you so coming, because Price is going to be coming back like, he doesn't want to speak to me ever again. He found out about zero. Like, well, yeah, I fucking told you so.
And, like, Santi's mom she didn't seem upset by the kiss, but she also didn't, like, she hasn't said anything to him about it, really. So he seems like he's not, like, in the best of moods, I guess, thinking maybe that she didn't want to reciprocate it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping at some point she either, like, tells him like she enjoyed it or whatever. This way
or she might just come out with a surprise kiss as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Mitch seems like he's kind of running through the, he's running with his head down.
Yeah, I mean, you
happy.
Apologize for a kiss. You're not feeling great right now. Awkward scene. He comes back after losing his virginity.
Oh yeah,
and
you look older.
You look older. Like, became a man. He does. That was funny though. And then I think Price kind of saved him. It was like, you age a lot in this RV.
Yep.
Like, that's good.
You see Mitz?
Yeah, you see Mitz?
He was a teenager when he got on this RV.
That was good. That was a good scene. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he recovers from this real mental breakdown. Crybaby fest.
Oh, but also one thing, like, before they had sex, like, I think it was the beginning of the 6th episode, where, like, all the sexual innuendos that she was throwing out there. I was like,
she crushed it.
Yeah, but I was like, you're doing way too much here.
No,
like, you
loved it.
Yeah, but I don't know. At some point, I was like, this is just getting cringy.
See, I disagree entirely. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, see how your stroke game is. You have a clear shot at the hole.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, you not right. Was sitting on a couch by myself going, ooh, like oh.
Like, that's like, if it would have stopped there, I would have been fine. I think she, like, kept going. She's like, are you gonna take that putt or something like that? And I'm like, oh, come on.
How's your stroke game? I love it.
We're gonna play stroke play.
Yeah, I like that scene. And then the whole pool scene was cute.
You kind of funny in the middle of the sex. She's just like, and that's a foul.
Yeah,
out of bounds
in the rough.
Water hazard.
Yeah. Oh god, it could probably pull off a bunch of good innuendos from this.
Can you putt this through the windmill?
Yeah, so I'm excited. See, we talked about it. That was a great scene, right? It brought all this conversation back. Excited to see how he recovers. Yeah, I'm loving the show. I really am.
Yeah, it's really good. It's kind of funny that, like, the only golf shots you see is just him teeing the ball off, and everyone being like, "Whoa!" Like, there's
another great track.
There's very little actual golf.
Yeah,
which I was kind of hoping for more, but oh well.
All right, our best football team in the last 25 years. Best,
basically
players
at each
building
position.
the best team.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this? You want to go just offense, go quarterback, running back, just position by position?
Quarterback is a tough one. I think there's a few good answers.
I disagree entirely. We can have the same pick.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't make up many options, but Tom Brady. Very easy.
I understand.
Right?
Yeah. But
very.
In terms of, like he will go down as a GOAT, but he was also helped by his team. Like, I think, like, Peyton Manning or, like, Patrick Mahomes might be a better player.
I think impossible. Peyton Manning couldn't do it late in the season unless, like, he was a great regular season player.
He won 2 Super Bowls.
He won one with the Broncos, one with the Colts, yeah. I mean, how many did Tom Brady win?
6, but he's also, like, the only quarterback, or 7. He's, like, the only quarterback to ever do that.
This should be an easy conversation then,
All
shouldn't
right.
it?
I disagree to disagree.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like Peyton a lot.
I understand that. It's just like if you look at like the defenses, like he had like Peyton never had like defenses.
Peyton had some of the best offenses though. Reggie Wayne, like what's his name?
Tom Brady had Randy Moss, Rob Gronkowski.
I'm just saying Peyton Manning wasn't thrown to duds.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just like I mean, my main thing is like the defenses. I think helped out, and I'm also like I'm not saying Tom Brady is a bad pick.
Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, and Marvin Harrison at the same team was disgusting. Yeah. And that was one he won the Super Bowl with.
Now running back, I think there's one option.
Adrian Peterson.
Yep, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
AP.
Okay.
It was just there's just no running back that was better than in our lifetime.
Not. Absolutely not. That's it. That I was hoping that we were on the same page at least with that one. Wide receivers, did you? I went two wide receivers and a slot. Did you pick a slot?
I kind of picked a slot.
Okay.
I mean, he could play the outside, but I think he like.
Okay, I picked a slot.
No,
legend.
I feel like there's also 1-1 is a pretty easy pick.
Randy Moss.
I was thinking Calvin Johnson, but I also have Randy Moss.
I have Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, and then my slot is Wes Welker.
Oh, I have Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay. See, I got Larry Fitzgerald is a great one too.
Dude
Wes
does
Welker,
not drop the ball.
He doesn't drop the ball at all. That's fair.
Favorite stat is Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than he has drop balls in his career.
That is a legendary stat. Absolutely. Tight end.
This one, I think there's also a few options. I think personally, just skill wise, Gronk is the best tight end.
I have Gronk as well.
I think that Tony Gonzalez would be acceptable. Maybe Jimmy Graham. Mm-hmm. Antonio Gates would be. I don't think he is on their level, but he's great. Oh, I mean, not AP like running back wise, but like LT would.
LT's a good argument. Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think I just saw he's gonna have like a documentary coming out, which is gonna be sweet. I think it's on Netflix or will be.
O-line, I think we're gonna have a couple different ones.
Left tackle, I've put Joe Thomas, but I would like Jason Peters or like Trent Williams would also kind of work.
See, I have Jason and Lane. This is where I went to.
I have Lane right tackle.
Trent Williams is another great one though.
I went Lane and Kelsey. I think Kelsey is
arguably
the best center.
Kelsey at center. I don't have any Eagles at guard though. I have Zach Martin.
Yep, same.
And Marshall Yanda.
I have Walter Jones, but Yanda was one of the ones I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I also had Martin though.
Zach Martin too. Dude, we're doing pretty good as far as like for like same picks. Safety is B-Dog.
Oh yeah, so you want to start? Okay, I was gonna start the line, but that works.
Yeah, I mean we can start.
No, let's just go safety B-Dog, and then I have Ed Reed.
So do I. Ed Reed.
I mean, Palomalu reasonable argument, but I think given Ed Reed, give me B-Dog. Yeah,
absolutely. That's a disgusting duo back there. Palomalu's a great one. Bob Sanders was a personal favorite of mine. Super Bowl with the Colts. I remember playing Madden with my brother, and I love the Colts. As like I always talk about this. I was the youngest boy, so I never got the Philly team. So I had they were my Madden team, and I did it around the time that they were actually discussing winning the Super Bowl. Bob Sanders had a hammer icon underneath him, so if you landed a perfect hit, it popped out every single time. And
Cam Chancellor's good for that too.
Yeah,
he's a great safety.
Cornerbacks.
See, I think you have to have Darrelle Revis.
Yes, I do.
And then I have Champ Bailey and Pat Pete.
I got Pat Pete and Richard Sherman.
Fine with that. Richard Sherman.
I think you're thinking of recent.
No. He was disgusting, but Champ Bailey was a dog.
Champ Bailey was a dog, absolutely. Like, trust me, he was up there.
Sherman would probably be my fourth.
Yeah. Okay. LBs?
Well, with Luke Kuechly and Ray Lewis.
Fuck you, goddamn it. Me too. I'm not bullshitting either. Like, I actually was prepared. You're picking all the same picks as me.
I mean, Luke Kuechly Ray Lewis also is a great mind, but you're telling me Luke Kuechly and Ed Reed are going to run the defense? Yeah. Oh, they're fucking not. They're stopping every single play.
Ray Lewis
Those dudes are having the play drawn out that the offense is running before they even know
I was going to say, I kind of was thinking of it like Ray Lewis is a freak of an athlete. Like, he was destroying everybody, not taking anything away from his play. Like placing and recognizing, but Kuechly was calling out quarterbacks to me like, I know exactly where you're going with this while the play was being built up. Like, that's a disgusting linebacker duo. So that's our linebackers, Ray Lewis and Luke Kuechly. Same as well. D-line, I think in my mind, there's at least one that's 100%. Like 100% locked in is going to be the same.
J.J. Watt.
It's not J.J. Watt. Is Aaron Donald.
I have Aaron Donald as well.
Okay.
But J.J. Watt is...
I took J.J. Watt off my edge.
Give them both. J.J. Watt will... Because J.J. can also play D-tackle, so I kind of have him roaming around.
So I took JJ off. I had JJ and Miles, but I took JJ off, kept Miles, and I replaced JJ with Dwight Freeney.
That's fair.
Dwight Freeney was an absolute freakazoid on the edge.
I think I like Warren Sapp
Warren Sapp.
and then Von Miller.
So I have Freeney, Garrett.
Which, like, in Von Miller, I'd be willing to put like Jason Taylor in instead.
You don't think Myles Garrett's doing fucking like you don't have
Von
Garrett
Miller
up there?
was disgusting.
He was
back in the
disgusting,
day.
but Garrett is one defensive
Yeah, I
player of
guess
the year.
that's-
He's
yep.
like he's doing all the things you
Yeah,
gotta do.
yeah. I mean, he was a thought.
Man, my last pick, Jalen Carter and D tackle.
I couldn't do it.
He's
I
going to go down as a legendary up there D tackle. I'm just calling it early.
I almost put Micah in there just for his versatility, but at the same time, it's like it might be a little too soon.
I mean, name any other defensive lineman that almost intercepted a spike. Can you? Can you name another defensive lineman that almost intercepted a spike ball?
Can't.
That's 101 right there, Jalen Carter.
He is a dog.
He's a beast. I had to throw him in there. It's one of my. It's my favorite Eagle right now. All we had was Aaron Donald, similar in the D line, but that's
Yep.
fine because with the same linebackers.
Yeah, the rest of the defense is pretty same.
Yeah, all but I think cornerback. We had one different cornerback. So offense.
You say I really can't. I mean, just what picks do you disagree with this in general? I can't. It would be kind of hard to be like, hey, who picked a better team? Because it's almost
So-
the same team.
I think where we're gonna get some differences is the line. I think our weapons and our skill positions are pretty sound.
Yeah, I could see maybe.
There's a
like,
lot of opinions on O-line, and like there's a lot of guys that like either
I could
just
see
don't
it-
get the attention or don't get the recognition.
I could see someone swapping in a different wide receiver. Like it pained me. I really wanted to put Chad Johnson in there so bad because he's favorite wide receiver of all time. But I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I can. It would have been
Calvin-
instead of Larry, but I don't.
When I think of the two best wide receivers, it's Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss. And then I was like, who has been the best slot receiver? And I kind of went back
Yeah.
and looked it up. And Welker, Edelman, and Fitzgerald are the three best
Yeah.
slots that have ever that's been.
And I'm glad you did the same way because I was afraid that you were gonna just do like
three best wide receivers. Yeah.
And
No,
just like Julio Jones. I'm like that really wouldn't work out.
my
that
wide
well.
receivers are better than yours. Yeah, it's the three massive
I
guys.
don't know if Julio's gonna do that well in the slot.
Yeah, we did pretty good. I was gonna say I guess it's not surprising. It's pretty like on how many similar picks we had. But the reason I'm saying I'm surprised is because of how bad we did with the similarity. The last time we did one of these.
This isn't the best athletes of the NFL. This is just the best.
This
this is the best NFL players.
Okay, now you're saving yourself here. All right, so
Otherwise, Tyrese Maxey would have made it.
yeah,
Johan Rojas.
yeah, no, on a football field. So that is taking the place of our
Draft.
random draft. So yeah, let us know. I mean, it's not really picking a team really because our teams were almost identical, but let us know what picks you disagree with. I would say let us know what players we forgot about. And
They're our biggest misses.
yeah, I don't think there's many in the skill positions. Like I said, I think O-line and D-line are going to be ones that you can argue, but who the hell is arguing with Ray Lewis and Kuechly?
No, and if someone says like Marshawn Lynch over AP, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, you're
There's just like AP's just
I think AP is one of the most locked one we have.
yeah.
But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Next week we'll have episode 7 and 8 of Stick, and I guess just baseball news right now.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, do you want to start doing the divisions? Oh my God, fuck! We will announce the winner.
Yeah.
On our social media. Probably we'll announce it before this episode comes out. So
Yeah. And
keep
then
an eye out for that. If you're listening to the episode and you were running for it, take a look at our page. We will have posted the winner and who, and we'll try to reach out to you.
yeah,
So
we'll probably try and do that and get them the jersey by like next weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a little back and forth.
yes, absolutely. So thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Yes, send our videos around. We love all the feedback. We appreciate the support. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.